I don't know what song to sing this time, so I will just say welcome to the Meat Sangria podcast with Matt Lipari, who is the man that is speaking right now, and it is a Friday. I'm very late this week, but it's good because a lot of juicy things happen this week that I get to talk about. Normally, it'd be pushed to the next week, and then you'd be like, that was last week's news. That was a lot. You guys are getting on my tail, my beautiful, long, delicious tail. I wish humans had tails sometimes. I think men would jack off to women's tails. Men jack off to women's anything. They jack off to feet, bro. That's crazy. Feet. Jacking off to someone's feet, guys, you got to be a special kind of... That's basically being a pedophile. No offense. Because their feet are so small. It's like children. If you jack off to someone's pinky toe, you might as well be in jail. You came here to meet a pinky toe. That was my Chris Hansen impression. All right, what's going on? Went to the beach this weekend. I got burnt. Dude, I put my sunscreen on like a good boy, and then I go in the water, and it comes off, and I don't reapply, and I feel my skin burning, and I'm like, nah, that's good stuff. That's good heat. That's good convection right there. And then I'm just burnt in fucked up ways. Because, like, the sunscreen doesn't peel off you in the water evenly. It just, like, comes off in weird, like, my arm was just, like, splotchily burned. I have, like, burns on my face right above my head. I think that's because I didn't get it all the way up there. Whenever I spray... I use this spray on sunscreen because I like to kill the atmosphere. Fuck the ozone layer. And whenever I put it on my face, it would bleed into my eyes. And there was periods of time where I would go to the beach like for a whole summer and I couldn't see anything. It was just always bleeding in my eyes. Help! So I got a stick now to like put on my face, but I didn't get the top. I didn't get the parts of my head that are balding, but I hide with the curls. It's a little secret. It's what men do. But that's what Donald Trump... You ever see... There was someone who made a video of Donald Trump's hair where they showed that he has like these locks of hair above his ears that are being combed over completely to the side, and they're like so long. He has a very unique... It's amazing. His hair is amazing. It's amazing what you can get away with if you just let your hair grow in weird spots. Like I could let this part of my hair grow longer. I think it'd be nice. The edges, where the balding would usually happen more, I think if I let that grow out, it would make more sense. It would like... Anyway, some guys are just like really thin. I luckily have thick hair. I am only 27, so why would I be losing all my hair? But I do have nice thick hair. Some men pay money for this hair. It's called perm, a permutation. I don't even know what perm stands for. It's just perm, right? A perm press. Yeah, I went to the beach this weekend, and then I went to my cousin. He got engaged. Congratulations to them, the wonderful couple. And I drank a lot there. I drank a lot that day. We'll say that, guys. I've been drinking a lot recently, because not by myself. You don't have to call the police on me. You don't have to call the suicide hotline. I've been drinking a lot. Just, I've been on a couple dates. My day yesterday was kind of crazy. My date and my day. Not the date. The date wasn't crazy. I just keep going back. Not the date. My date and my day yesterday started off. I was going to the gym, and some crazy dude. He wasn't like a homeless looking dude. He was like this little white guy. Skinny white guy came out of nowhere and just started beating the shit out of a garbage can. I was walking on the street. I was alone with this. He came flying across the street and just there's two garbage cans. He body slammed them and just started punching them. Shit, I almost killed my turtle. Fuck. Sorry, I got a little emphatic there. I was right next to him. So I was like, I wasn't necessarily scared because I was like, okay, I can take this man. But I was also like, I don't want to fight someone right now. But he was very focused on the garbage cans. There was one city garbage can and there was one business garbage can from like the restaurant, and he was just beating the shit. He beat them once, and they were down. I was like, yeah, they're down. It was like a world star fight. Yeah, break it up. He's defenseless, and he just kept beating the shit, and he threw it into the street. It was a heavy metal garbage can too, and then he just sprinted off into the distance, probably to fuck up another garbage can. He's like, that wasn't enough. I need more. So I don't know. I thought I would see him again running because I was going in the same direction as him, but I didn't. So I don't know what that was. I saw on the way back from the gym, I saw the garbage can in the street again. I was thinking, should I pick it up? I was like, nah, that's not my job. That's what New Yorkers do. Nah, what am I supposed to do? I said, they'd spilled garbage into the street too. But when people like say, listen, I don't litter ever. I don't like littering. But like to say that littering in the streets of Manhattan is damaging to the environment, I think is a little bit... It's like kind of funny to think about. It's like the most man-made city on earth. I guess Central Park can get it, but you're in the middle of the street, like there's a plastic cup on the street. They're going to pick it up. They're going to get it. We got street cleaners. So I don't litter. I don't support littering. In fact, if I was on a date and I saw the girl littered, I think that would be a deal breaker, truly. But yeah, some stuff in the street, I'm like, what am I going to do? Clean it up? It's not my job. I don't get paid for this. Okay, and then I was on a date yesterday, and this is a faux pas. I'd never do this. I was late. I thought the time we were meeting at 7:30. I always thought it was 8. So she texted me. She's like, I'm here. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, shit. Thankfully, it was close to my house. We live in the same neighborhood, so I was there in 10 minutes. But I was like, "Fuck, that was rough. That was rough." I was just sitting at home too. I was like getting ready, but I was already ready. So that was a faux pas. But anyway, we're at a date, and fuck, I just spilled water all over myself. I clumsily just spilled water. I do that all the time. The date was fine. It wasn't great. I mean, both of us. I love when this happens. It was a second date. We mutually agreed at the end of the day that it wasn't, well, we didn't say it in person, but mutually agreed we don't want to see each other anymore. And I was like, perfect. She texted me. I was going to text her today. She texted me last night. She's like, hey, a lot of things. I think women always think they have to like tell men they're amazing. Like, I think you're so great and amazing, but I just don't think I'm like, all right, it's fine. You just be like, I don't like you. This is cool. It's a second date. You don't got to say anything. I was like, yo, we're on the same page. Nice to see you. I just don't think we were a match. She's cool, whatever. But anyway, on the date, I went to the bathroom, and I went to the bathroom again. I went to the bathroom, and I opened the door, and there was a woman inside, sitting in the toilet, pissing. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She didn't lock the door, but I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I was like, should I go back to my seat to make it less awkward for her, and then just come back when I see her coming? I was like, no, I'll just wait. She got out, and she was like, sorry, I locked the wrong lock. And I was just like, no, I'm sorry. I should have knocked. Even though I shouldn't have knocked, she should have locked the door. But I'm trying to make her feel, it's embarrassing. She was pants down, and I didn't see anything. I was like, yo. So I got in. I was like, what is she talking about? This bathroom has a dummy lock that does nothing. It's like it has 2 locks. One of them, you turn, it has no deadbolt. You can just spin it endlessly. So she probably just spun that one, and she's drunk. She's probably like, okay. And then it has the real lock. And so I was like, it's not even her fault. Like, why do you have 2 fucking fake locks? So I felt bad for her. But it could have been the start of a romance. I could have ditched my date, gone with this girl who I just barged in on. Honestly, that restaurant could be sued for their bad lock situation. It was just, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like the lock part was hollowed out and just the knob that you turn was just there. Very odd. So a cascade of weird events happening yesterday, and that all ended with me not finding love, guys. Who would have damn thought that would all end that way? But it's fine. It's fine because you can't get upset when you don't like someone. Some people like to be the first one to dump someone. They're like, I got in before they. I don't care. I'd rather you dump. If I didn't like you, I'd rather you dumped me. I'd feel better about it because then I'm like, oh, she's not gonna feel bad about this. I'd gladly, 100% of the time, I'd rather you dump me if I didn't like you. Now, if I do like you, you better not fucking dump me. You better not dump me. But this was all good. So, we keep I haven't swiped in a while, actually. I think I found, for the record, I do pay for a premium version of the dating app Hinge. I've paid for a while. I found that it's way better for me. If that make you guys, any of you uncomfortable with the fact that I said that? The door's right there. I pay to find love. It is what it is. I've found that when you swipe too often, you don't get as many matches as when you swipe less. So it's weird. Like, I think the app, I really do think, even if you get unlimited swipes, the app hides your likes from people. I 100% think so. They have some weird algorithm. They should be, like, investigated. They have some weird shit going on. Because I think they probably have, like, a spam filter or something. If you send a lot, they're probably like, that's too many, like this is a robot or something. So I truly have found that when I like send a bunch of likes, like the normal amount they give you is like 8, which is not enough. 8 doesn't get me, maybe like a couple matches a week, which, the rate they don't work out, you got to get a bunch more than that if you really want to go on a date that often. I found that if you send a bunch and then you like don't send them for a few days, or you send like a couple, you'll get a lot more. It's weird. It's very odd. So I gotta do like a full analysis on that, but I gotta report my findings to the Hinge subreddit. Like, hey guys, I did a complete analysis of how many swipes I sent out. Blah blah blah. What you gonna do? Let's get right into this, guys. We got the Coldplay concert kiss cam scandal. Are we all up to date on that? I'll bring you up to date. Coldplay concert, they do the kiss cam in the crowd or whatever. They zoom in on people in the crowd. And they zoomed in on this guy and this lady dancing, this older couple. And the second the cameras were on them, the guy crouched down and the woman put her head in her face. And they were like, oh, no. And the lead singer of Coldplay was like, either they're very shy or they're cheating. And there was a lady next to them who was looking. She was like, oh, my God. Turns out it was a CEO of a company called Astronomer or some shit. I don't know what they do. Send immigrants to space. Who knows? Probably. Look like the type. And the CEO and his head of HR. And then there was another lady there that worked at the company. They're cheating on their spouse with each other. And the big scandal. Now, apparently they're getting divorced, blah, blah, blah. Whole thing's happening. And it's funny because everyone's giving, like, tips on what they should have. They should have been like, you guys should have not looked embarrassed because then no one would have seen the video because who cares if you're just panning on a couple in the crowd. It doesn't make news. You guys should have just held strong. Which is true, you know, the second you, like, crumble, the video camera's already on you. The second you crumble down, it's over for you guys. The second the lead singer of Coldplay, Mr. Chris Martin, goes, you guys are fucking cheating on each other with his British, you guys are cheating on each other. It's done. It's over. That video has like millions of views. Everyone's talking about it. I would say that you should go a step further. And instead of just, you have to make sure the cameras don't go on you in the first place. That's the thing. So what you need to do is, because obviously you're cheating, this is your nice alone time, romantic. They honestly look like they were having a great time together. It wasn't also like they're both like 60-year-old people. It wasn't like a guy, a CEO who people are saying is like a creepy guy, whatever. I'm not denying that. I don't know him. But it was like a 60-year-old man and a 50-year-old woman. It's not like it was like a 20-year-old intern. It was like a old people finding love, which is kind of cute. It's kind of nice. But this is your time. This is your free time together. You guys got to be balling. You guys got to be making out. You guys got to be like touching each other so much that the cameras wouldn't dare go near you. That the camera guy's like, that's not appropriate. Honestly, you might as well. You have to be having sex at the concert is what I'm trying to say. This is your free time away from your spouse. I don't know how you told your spouse what you told them. You're going to the Coldplay concert with your company? What the fuck? Hey, I'm going to go to the Coldplay concert with my boss. All right, it's weird. I'm going to go to the, what's a romantic concert? Who the fuck is a romantic singer these days? I can't think of anyone. Beyonce, no. Taylor Swift, no. Fucking, dude, who's like some R&B guy. Some like fucking Chris Brown. August Alsina, the man who stole Will Smith's wife. Go to his concert. Yeah, I'm going to go with my boss. Yeah, I'm going to, and you just walk out wearing like fishnet lingerie. Yeah, me and my boss are going. You got to be going, you got to be, at the very least, you got to be fingering her, bro. That, I hate to say it, this is the strategy. If you don't want to be in the kiss cam, or you have to have a sign that's like, I'm with my sister, and you're just like touching her. They got fucked up. But honestly, that's crazy to go to a concert. You cheating on the person, you got to be in like a place where, I don't know, man. You got to be in a place where there's no cameras. You got to be like hidden away. I don't know, man. You can never trust a rich CEO. That's what we say, guys. You can either be happy and poor or happy and rich, but your man's out there slinging that wiener. I think honestly the thing is, if your spouse is spending more time at their job than they are with you, some humans are weak. I'll say that humans are weak in general. And like it's hard when you're like spending time at your job spending time with other people and you like those other people, you may end up building more attraction for those people than your spouse, especially if you come home and it's like, fuck, I got to deal with the kids and my wife is always angry at me, or my husband doesn't love me anymore, he thinks I'm fat. You know, this feels like a very personal thing. I don't have any of these issues. I don't have a wife. I just went on a date and it didn't go well. So yeah, you kind of have to like be wary of that. There's a kind of a friend I have. He's not really I would call him more of an acquaintance because I don't really talk to him besides when he's like mutually with other people. And he said, he was like, he was kind of being, I think he was going off the rails a little bit. This was like a super like manly view. He was like, I would never want my wife to be a doctor because she's always involved with other patients and people and I can't trust her. I was like, bro, it's a little intense. It's a lot. I don't know. That could just be I don't know why he chose doctor. That can be extrapolated to like any other job. But I get it in the sense, like, if you're always stressed and working with other people and you like those other people, a lot of people are just like, I'm going to fall in love with my coworker. And you go home and you're like, fuck, I got to deal with this fucking dummy of a husband, this oaf. I get it. Happens a lot, I think. Happens a lot. So, I'm not trying to I just justify their cheating. I'm not trying to justify this. He's a rich CEO. Obviously, he has a good life. He can have time. He has nannies that can take care of his kids. He can have time with the wife. But, when you're that rich and you have that much power and you're a creepazoid, you got to take him to the Coldplay concert. But again, it was a romantic gesture. They looked like they were having a great time. They were just like hugging each other, singing, in the star full of sky. What's the song? There's a star in the sky. I think I see you. Sorry. That was inappropriate. All right. We have a lot of good... we have a lot of... This is like a very womanly episode, this episode. This is for the ladies, this one. This is episode 51, by the way, which is great. I was uploading last episode as episode 50. I was like, holy shit. That means next week is the 1-year anniversary of starting this podcast. I had no clue, guys. I literally had no clue. I thought I started in August, but I guess I was wrong. I guess I started it in July. So that's fun, dude. That's actually fun. I guess we'll talk about it next episode, but it's come along. It doesn't feel like a year of doing this. But it's cool. I wish I could say I had more like fun stuff in store. I just kind of have the same stuff. Kind of the same thing I've been doing. I've stopped posting clips of this podcast on like TikTok and Instagram because it was just annoying to make them. And they didn't really do much. They never really went anywhere. And so I can do something for a while, but if it gains no traction, I have to take a step back and I'm like, well, how do I redo this? And I haven't thought about that yet. But I do love my podcast. I'll be clear, guys. I enjoy doing this very much. And I think it's a matter of time. It's a unique thing because I don't really want to have guests, like I've said before. I just like talking by myself, being an idiot. And so I think, all you can do is just keep making episodes, which I'm going to keep doing. And, hopefully if I gain more success elsewhere, the podcast will rise with that. But we'll see. I'm, happy to have you all here. Happy to have, by the way, I don't actually know. I haven't checked. I have bad checking skill. I don't know if anyone's claimed the last Save the Karameister hat, I'm going to be honest. This was from like a month ago. I don't think I've talked about it since that episode. I think the problem is I said it at the end of the episode. I don't think people make it then. So the code is GRANDPA. If you want a free Save the Karameister hat, go to meatsangria.com. Put in the code. It's GRANDPA with all caps. And if you haven't gotten a hat already, you can get a hat. Code is GRANDPA, guys. You have to live in the United States. Or you can live in Alaska, probably. I think it's fine. This episode is brought to you by the Matt Lipari store. Visit mattliparistore.com to peruse a wide array of items, including the Tell Me I'm Pretty Blobfish shirt. We have the Bubonic Plague Chicken Club mug. Many items for everyone in your family, including your disabled children and your old gay uncles. That is the perfect American family, as I could think of it. mattliparistore.com. Anywho, what do we got? Oh, we have women. Okay, this is a trend I saw on TikTok, which I don't know if it's true, but women keep talking about it, so I'll believe it. Women are stealing in New York City, in like the Wall Street or the financial district, whatever. Women are stealing men's salads at lunchtime to get their number to go on a date. Well, congratulations, lady. You have stooped to our level. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? Actually, I think women stoop maybe lower sometimes. Honestly, when a woman likes a man, they will stoop too low. Men are just creepy about it. Women are just like crafty. You got to applaud them. This is honestly a great tactic. If it wasn't fucking ridiculous, if it wasn't insane, I'd be so pissed. Now that I know about this tactic, here's the thing, like the fact that this tactic is going viral, there is a couple out there who has met because of the salad incident, and the guy thought it was a complete honest mistake. And now he's going to find out it wasn't. He's going to be like, this woman's fucking crazy. This woman is insane. They're saying they're stealing the guy's salads because they know they have a job, right? They're guys working in the office, coming in with their little vests. Oh, I just traded stocks today. That's what Wall Street men sound like. And then they're like, okay, I don't even know if they know if they're hot. How do they know if they're hot? That's a good question. Maybe was there more to that? Were they saying like they'll look up the guy's name and see where they work and then like see if they're hot in the picture? I don't know. I actually don't know. It's a crazy thing. It's a ridiculous thing. They're going to start banning women from Chipotle. That's what there's going to be. Banning gold diggers from Chipotle. And then they're getting a day from it. Which I don't think you need to be that desperate, guys. Bro, the dating market is going to shit, and I think it's just because everyone thinks they're in a different league than they actually are. I really think that's what it is. And I will never fault anyone for trying to go high in a higher league. I'm trying to date out of my league for sure. In terms of looks, dude, if my wife doesn't look way hotter than I am, I failed. I truly failed. I'm just a regular dude. My wife's got to be, I'll make up for it, right? As being a funny, delicious man. Funny, delicious, hopefully one day, money spilling out of my pockets, drowning me. Hopefully if I go swimming in a swimming pool with my wallet, I drown. And everyone goes, holy shit, his balls and his wallet drowned him. That's crazy. So yeah, I get it. I would do the same thing. But at a certain point, you gotta like admit that it may not happen. If it's not happening for you, I think in my case, I know I can punch up a little bit, and I hope I can. Where I have before, I've done it in the past, therefore I can. The fact that I've been on dates with women who I'm like, they're way harder than me, I'm like, okay, then I'm good. Then I know I can dabble in the league a little bit. I'm like a G League player in the NBA. I've been in the league before. I know the ropes. Maybe I can stick around for a little bit. I'm not supposed to be there for too long, but I've been there time to time, and I enjoyed my time very much. Then I'm like, okay. And also, I'm not famous, right? I'm a Z-list celebrity, we'll say. But I can only get more famous and more wealthy from doing this. Not that I really want to, but I do need to get more money and more fame to make more money at a certain point. So I'm saying my appeal is only getting higher. If you're a woman or a man who's like at your job already, you're at your job that you're gonna have for the rest of your life. Sure, you're gonna make more money, perhaps, but if you're like in good shape already, then you're kind of at your final form. You know what I mean? Like, where can you go from there? So if you can't find the person you're looking for at that point, shit, I'm hitting my box. Did I do anything there? Did I touch anything? I don't know. Like, if you're at that point, where can you go? I mean, like, you kind of have to, like, just accept that's where you're going to be, I guess. You can always look better. You can always get work done, but it doesn't necessarily look good. But I think at a certain point, you got to be like, all right, I can try to get men that are like better than me or women that are better than me, but at a certain point I may not be able to do that, and there's nothing I can change. That's how I look at it. So these women, I don't know if women who are getting bombarded by these high value men, we'll call them, this whatever, are really doing the salad trick. I would bet they're not, because why would they have to do that? That's a little bit of a crazy scenario. But whatever. Anyway, we have another thing about women. Oh yeah, there's a lot of. I don't know why I don't have this in the other thing. Oh, whatever. Okay, let's move this around, guys. We're gonna do a quick brief to rest in peace Felix Baumgartner. If you guys know who that is, I only know this man, who apparently is a Nazi or something. That's what I just saw it on TikTok. I don't want to repeat that. Apparently he's like some actually not a great human, like a Trump-esque man, or but Felix Baumgartner is the man who jumped from space. There was this popular video in like 2012. I remember watching it in science class. He just jumped from space, and he was the longest free fall in history. He just jumped from space. He was like in outer space. He just jumped to the earth, and he survived. And it was cool, and he died in a parasailing accident or something, but he had a heart attack, so he didn't actually die from the crash. He just had a heart attack. He was like 50-something. But he's also apparently a Nazi. I don't know, man. So do I rest in peace him? I don't know, man. Rest in piss, Felix, I guess. I don't... whatever. He did some cool stuff. Listen, I'll say this. If you're going to be a Nazi, at least do some cool stuff. At least, you can hate the Jews, but at least, like, jump from planes and be like... and bring... make other... All right, what am I saying? There's no justification here. It's okay to be a Nazi as long as you're fun. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that. But yeah, all right. Anyway, next. There's some TikTok trends, and there's one where... this is not really a trend, but I saw a video where there's a woman who's like... so making a joke about her career, like, how can I move on when my previous guy made me an authorized user on his Amex? Something like that. Just like... just like harkening back to an ex they've had, and there's a lot of videos about that. And she was like, yeah, he cheated on me. And it's like, yeah, guys, I truly would bet if you're dating someone, it was like he made me an authorized user on my Amex after 3 months. If you're dating someone for 3 months and they make you an authorized user on their Amex, if that, you don't know what that means, it means you can use their credit card however you want. That's your credit card. You're a user on their credit card. Their American Express, which is used to denote it's a high-class card, the American Express card. He's cheating on you, guys. 3 months? You don't think that man is cheating on you? What are you, stupid? What are you, retarded? Sorry, someone's going down the stairs and I fear they're listening to me. I never say the word fear. I mean, that's like guys, come on. If he made you an authorized user, he made probably 7 other people. He just makes everyone. He has enough money. He's like, I'll get this beautiful woman. Fuck do I care? I got another woman waiting in the wings. So yeah, guys, at a certain point you got to pick. It's the same thing with the salad thing. Like, at a certain point you got to kind of rank what you want. You can't just have a guy spending all this money on you and then be like, you know, if you're a 20-year-old woman and you're dating a 60-year-old man who made you an authorized user on his Amex, what the fuck do you expect? Ladies, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it. I know. Listen, it's fun for a little bit probably. I would never be in your position because I can't be. And I don't think if I was that old, I would do the same thing. That would just be weird to me. That would just feel like, if I had a daughter that's older than the girl I'm going after, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, yeah, just like, if you want someone's money and you it's the same with the CEO at the Coldplay concert. The man's they said he was a billionaire, which I find hard to believe. I don't even know this fucking company. Astronomer, what is that? Everyone's a billionaire nowadays. Isn't that a problem? Doesn't that feel weird that I'm hearing these random dudes that are billionaires. What the fuck is this? The hell is this stupidity, dude? So we gotta start killing people. Back then, being a billionaire meant something. You gotta be John D. Rockefeller to be a billionaire. You had to invent steel to be a billionaire. Now you can just be like, oh, I fuck girls at a Coldplay concert. What is this? What is this? But yeah, if you want some guy's money, or more power to you, he's going to cheat on you. Well, I don't know what to tell you. How can you get mad? I truly do think most professional, famous people and like athletes have a deal with their spouse where they're like, yo, like, I love you. I'm going to get I'm getting some tang on the side. I'm getting some strange in the streets. And, you know, if you want to get married, that's fine. But like, you got to understand that this is what we're doing. And they're like, all right, it's fine. He still loves me. He's giving me money. Like there's rumors about LeBron James. He has like the tightest NDAs ever, where he's cheating on his wife. But at a certain point, is it cheating? They have an agreement. We can't assume the wife is always stupid. Like I don't think we're giving women enough credit. I think a lot of people would accept that exchange. They'd be like, hey, you know, the wife would be like, hey, as long as it never gets back to me, if there's some NDAs, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about this. If it doesn't get back to me, I guess you got to do what you got to do because I enjoy my lifestyle. I enjoy the millions of dollars. Just don't disrespect me. Don't make it stupid. You just don't want to be it's like it's a very mobster way of going. They cheat on their wives, but they're like very respectful about it. Don't send these whores, Tony. Don't make these whores come around me. I can't do it, Carmela Soprano. Carmela, I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. I'm bad with accents. I would need to train more. But yeah, it's like don't ever bring your fucking broad around your wife like that. Don't disrespect her like that. You know, it's kind of honorable. Not very honorable, but it's kind of like, oh, nice. Wow, what a nice guy, fucking his secretary. What a nice guy. So, you know, that is what it is. So, ladies, you know, you got to think about what you want. Do you want the Amex? Some of you do, and some of you don't. And, you know, I get it. I honestly wouldn't judge you either way because, you know, I grew up very privileged, right? I never wanted anything. I've always had... You know, I think in a way it made me more reasonable because, you know, like when you have everything you want, you kind of just like, oh, okay, I don't really need anything. Like everything just becomes like, oh, like I'm not dying for money. I'm also not dying for crazy things because I have all the more reasonable things I would ever want. Not that we had a yacht or anything, but, you know, like if I wanted like a video game system and just have to wait for like an event, like my birthday or something, and I would get it. You know what I mean? Very simple. I went to college. My dad paid for me to go to college. I have no debt, you know. So I would never, if I was a woman version of myself, I would never be like dying for a man to pay for things for me, because I'm like, I don't really care. I'm not going to sacrifice my integrity for you to just buy me like a Chanel bag. I don't care about having a Chanel bag. I buy all my clothes, bro. If I'm not getting a discount, I'm not buying that shit, dude. My clothes, bro. This was honestly, I got this at a thrift store right by my house. Dude, this was like one of the most expensive. I remember checking out. I was like, why the fuck is this more than like a regular shirt I would buy? I'm like, Macy's, what the fuck? This stupid ass shirt. That was a weird ass shirt. I wore it on my date yesterday. I wore it with an undershirt. It was kind of a layered look in the sun, you know, trying to try out some layers. But yeah, why would I care about buying something crazy expensive? I truly do think like a lot of people, even if they're rich, I think money does change you, but I think for some people it changes them to such an extent where you're like, bro, what are you doing? Can you just stop being an idiot? Maybe I would buy clothes that are slightly more expensive, but like Gucci clothes, bro, that's just wasting money. That's a slap in the... I think if you're like one of Gucci's biggest buyers or one of these other companies, you should be on the list of people we like throw into jail when the revolution happens. You got it. Because it's just a waste. You want to spend your money on something cool, but like, it's just, I don't know. Sorry, guys. If I offended any of you luxury goods dealers, I'm sorry. All right, more TikTok trends, guys. There's trends of women showing all of their past relationships because they can. They're just like showing all of my past situationships or whatever, and they have like a slideshow of every single one of them. And they're like, who's going to stop me? And it's a funny trend. It's actually, I enjoy the videos. And it'll be like 10. It's a lot of dudes, honestly. There's a lot of dudes with pictures, which is a lot. I wouldn't say I've been with a lot of people, but like, I've dated a lot of people in the last whatever. I don't have pictures with them. I don't have, like, how, these girls have like 15 guys and they all have like intimate photos. I'm like, what the heck? How does this make any sense? What are these like 1 month love bomb relationships? And the person looks the same age and it's not like it's like them like 10 years in the running. It's like they look the same in every photo. I don't understand the logistics of this. To me, if you're taking romantic looking photos of each other, with each other, like you've been with each other for like 3 months at least. If you're taking like cute photos with each other, you're 3 months in. You're not. That's like a lot of time. So I don't know, but you know, I've seen a lot of these videos, and for the most part, it's interesting. You'll see the different ways men look. Like there'll be a girl who just you can't tell what her type is. They all look vastly different. It's like an Indian dude, and then an Asian guy, and then a white guy, and then a black. You're like, what the heck? It's a fucking college campus brochure out here. My goodness. This girl's a DEI dater. That wasn't against the black guy. That was just in terms of everyone being involved. Got myself in a hole there. No. And you're like, okay. And then all the comments. Women always do this. And I feel like it's good that you're all supporting women. I appreciate it. You guys unify, but they're always like doing community service. I see. You're like, oh my God, good thing you got rid of all those dudes. And it's like, ladies, she posted a slideshow with 10 different dudes. She's not doing that much community service. That's just what she can get. It's the same thing. That's her league, guys. I know you think every man's ugly. That's just the writings on the wall there. If she could get better looking men, she's going to get better looking men. She can't. She just can't. So I look at those videos and I'm like, okay, they look kind of together. They look the same, whatever. I don't know what attracts a woman to a man. I don't know. I really don't, you know, looking good, sure, but I think it's beyond that way more than a guy. Like, if I'm not attracted to a woman, guys, I'm going to be honest, it ain't happening. They say, you know, there's plenty of really hot women with, like, ugly rich men. There's no really hot men with ugly rich women. That doesn't happen. That simply doesn't happen. And it's crazy the way that works. But I get it. I don't think I could do that. Number one, because I don't care about money, but I don't like, you know what I mean? I gotta find you to be fine. And some people aren't fine. And, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It what it is, yeah. I gotta stop singing that. Yeah, so these videos are cool. I couldn't do it. I'm trying to think, who do I have a picture? I legitimately think I have one picture in a relationship. I actually think I have one, which is crazy. Dude, I think I have one. No, I have more. I have two. I think I have two. I don't have them though. I think they have them. I might have one. I have one for sure, but in the world, how many exist? I think we're at two. I think that's it, which is crazy. Just two. But look, why am I taking I'm taking pictures of like lions on my trip to Africa next month. That's what I'm taking pictures of. I'm taking pictures of you, a girl that I know for a month. What am I taking pictures of? So, I wish I should make that video. I could just make a parody of it with random like old people on the street. Me with all my failed situations. It was just like a bunch of dudes. But then they would think I was gay, and I know, I don't want to queer bait anyone. Is that the word? That's the thing, right? Queer baiting? That's when you catch gay fish, when you catch homosexual trout. People showing how ugly they were. This is another trend. People showing how ugly they were when they were in a relationship versus when they got out of the relationship. And they say, this man brought so much negative energy into my life. This is how bad I looked. And it's bad. They looked so bad. It'll be a gorgeous woman. They'll show the next slide. She has like grandma hair, purple grandma hair. She's bloated and fat. And you're like, holy shit. Negative energy is a thing. Negative energy fucks you up. Which is kind of sad because I'm always surrounded by positive energy. And this is like the best I could ever look. If I was super negative, I could only look so much worse. And this is like the most handsome I'll ever be. Which is pretty good, I'll take it. Some people are way more ugly. But like, I'm like, fuck, if only I was going through a lot and that I could become way better looking. This is me, I'm always in good spirits. Even when shit's happening, it's only for like a couple of days. So, if you're getting leeched away by a man or a woman, number one, leave them, guys, leave them. Kick them to the curb. Who cares about them? What is the point of being with them? They're a loser. This episode of the Meat Sangria podcast is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty and you could be exploited by hackers. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. Visit meatsangria.com and click on the podcast sponsors section to get 72% off NordVPN's 2-year plan. I know I do a lot of risky things on the internet. I like to peruse the things the World Wide Web has to offer. You got to stay safe, guys. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your data and your device. NordVPN lets you do that. Once again, meatsangria.com. Click on this podcast sponsor section to get our special deal. Thank you. There's plenty of fish in the sea, like the homosexual fish. Plenty of goddamn fish in the sea. Kick them to the curb. Inspirational. Is it 79 in here? Holy fuck. It's like the one girl that, I'm going to shout out, I think her name is Jen, comes into my lives every couple weeks, and she's like, I'm going to air out her dirty laundry because why not? Because I don't even think she listens to this. She's like a 20-year-old woman dating a 40-year-old firefighter, and everyone's angry at them for being together. She's a young girl, so I can't blame her. She's in love with this man. He's he's the problem. And they have this forbidden love, and they're like, I can't talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, I got to tell her every time, kick her to the... At a certain point, I told her, I'm like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. Stop telling me about this story. I can't listen to you tell me the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? Like the definition of insanity, as they say. This is a dad wisdom is doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm not gonna give advice to I'm not gonna mentor an insane woman. All women. No, I'm kidding. Gotcha. When she's not going to take my advice, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear about your trials and tribulations with a 40-year-old fire chief who, I forget what happened. He got in trouble at work for this too. It's like a pedophile almost. This is crazy. I'm like, bro, what is this? So it is what it is. Yeah. So Jen, if you're listening to this, I hope you're not with that man anymore. If you are, don't tell me about it. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's tough to see when your devoted followers are fucked up. It's tough to see that. Tough when it hits home like that. But yeah, get rid of negative energy in your life, guys. Even negative friends. Like, I have some friends who are my friends, of course. Some of them who I just can't be around that much, or else it's like it affects me. So I just don't. I'm not around them that much. They're still my friends. I like them in a lot of ways, but I can't hang out with you so often. So I see them like every couple months or whatever. That's the way it should be. You know what I mean? If you have negative people in your life and you're just draining, don't don't deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. Push it. You can push him away. It doesn't have to be like a harsh thing. You don't have to like send him. Some people send like crazy texts, like "I've grown apart from you, and it's so nice getting." Like, what the fuck, bro? Just you don't have to do that, bro. Just like you can slowly. If you're my best friend and you're like ghosting me, that's obviously not good. But like you can, I don't know. You can take a step back. You don't have to write a whole poem about it, dude. A haiku about why you fucking hate me, bro. Jesus Christ. Women do that, I think. Just we've been going through so much, and then they'll post that on TikTok. Look at this. I hate when someone posts a text they got, and they're just like, look at this crazy text, and it has no context, and everyone's like, what happened? And it's like, I can't tell what happened from this video. There's no. I have no clue what you're talking about. People love airing out their dirty laundry. I do. I love making up fake laundry to air out, or it's real. It's real, guys. It's real. I would never lie. And add me on LinkedIn, guys, by the way, if you want to add me. MattLipari.com. Add me on LinkedIn as a connection. Click on the link there. It's on MattLipari.com. The link to my LinkedIn. I'll add you as a connection. And so I will endorse you. Ask me to endorse you, I will endorse you. Anyway. We're going to more, dude. We're going to talk about the lady who thinks Ralph's Italian Ice is a niche hidden gem in the city. And a lot of people are making fun of her. You don't know what Ralph's is if you live in the tri-state area. It's a Italian ice place. It's a chain place. It's very good. I like it. It's a Long Island staple, a New York City staple. Been there many times. It's the go-to place. There's another place called Rita's. They're kind of the same, but I think Ralph's is better. It's a place you go to for Italian ice. It's a very East Coast thing. It's good. And this woman there's one in my neighborhood, there's a Ralph's, I've been to once. She was like, why is no one talking about Ralph's? Oh my God, like Ralph's is like, I hear people talking about all these other places. No one ever talks about Ralph. It's like a hidden gem. And everyone's making fun of her. Blah, blah, blah. There's this guy on TikTok who is, forgot his name, the Indian guy, Daddy Snacks or something, Dottie or something. I actually don't understand his account. I've seen him before and I was always like, why is a snack account? It's like it's an Indian guy and his wife, I think, or something. Or sister, I don't know. I don't know the whole lore. Who like have like this snack brand, this Indian snack brand, which is like, okay, cool. And then all the videos I see him like kind of doing what I do, like reacting to videos, but he's more like in the making fun of like influencers who are being ridiculous side of it. And he's funny. He's a funny guy. He's also ripped, apparently. I saw a video. He was like some jacked giant dude. I was like, I did not expect that. But I'm always like, why is the snack like? I was like, what is this? Doesn't make any sense. Why is a snack account posting this? It's like if I was like a toilet paper brand and I was like, what? But anyway, he was making fun of her. And, I think sometimes people do make fun of the influencers too much. I kind of feel bad for them sometimes. But also, like, I think just like everyone's trying too hard. Like, why? I think there's nothing wrong with going to Ralph's Italian Ice and being like, this is amazing. Why is no one talking about it? But then to not look it up and to see it's a giant chain that's everywhere. And to make a video where you're claiming you found a hidden gem, that's the part that's bad. You could not, like, it's fine not knowing a place. You move to a new city, you don't know a place. Plenty of people are like New York gatekeepers, and they're so fucking annoying. You're like, you must have just moved to New York last week. You must, who fucking cares if they moved here? Welcome. Well, I'm the welcoming committee, guys. Welcome to the fucking city. You don't have to pretend you lived here forever. Who cares? You just new here. Who the fuck cares? You don't have to be an expert. And you just stop. You don't have to pretend, guys. Everyone's trying to become an influencer. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of, there's like a trend, like, it feels like everyone's dream goal is to just do something that's like a food reviewer or influencer or whatever. No one's goal is to have a real job anymore. And I say that as a guy who has no real job. I'm part of the problem. But I also have a degree in a real thing. I'm also I don't know how to describe the life that I want to live. But for me, comedy is, in my mind, a very temporary thing. Like, I cannot see myself traveling, like, touring for stand-up comedy at 40 years old. I don't think I would be doing it at that age. For me, it's a young man's game. And I do hope that I can have success to a point where then I can just go back to doing, like, computer-y stuff. That's actually what I want to do. I am doing the reverse. I'm doing comedy so that I can pursue my dreams of typing on a computer all day. Coding is so much more fun than telling jokes. I don't know how to describe it. The most fun I've ever had is coding. I've said that before. Well, telling jokes is fun too. I'm not saying it's so much more fun, but in the peak moments, it is like, whew, you're like, fuck yeah, this is so good. So yeah, but a lot of kids are just like, yeah, I just want to be like the next Logan Paul. I just want to be like, yeah, I just want to be like, one of these like guys who just like creates content and like changes the vision. I'm like, bro, what is that? What is this? Not everyone can do that, guys. It seems like everyone can because the market like is like filling up with everyone. I don't know. I'm not here to discourage anyone from doing that, but guys, you gotta like, we have to have regular people having regular jobs. I don't know. I'm standing on a bed of like sticks here. That's not a saying. I just made up a saying. I'm throwing stones through my glass house. What the fuck is the saying? Don't throw stones at a glass house. Don't throw stones from a glass house. Is that what it is? It's that, right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing because like I don't have a job and I'm the person I'm making fun of, but I at least have some success. But I'm just saying, I can't just discourage people from doing what I'm doing. I can't do that. But still, like, this is not a feasible thing for everyone to be a content creator. That's just not feasible. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. The world seems backwards. Seems unsustainable. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But Ralph's is good if you guys want to go to Ralph's. I forgot what I got with the one by me. I got it last year. I should go again. But the thing is, I just can't justify getting ice cream on a day. Like today, I can't just go out and get ice cream. It's a bum move. I'd have to do it on a date. I have to find a woman that wants to get Ralph's with me. I have to find a woman who loves Italian ice. An Italian woman who loves the ice. Not ice. And there's a lot of Italian women that like ice. Because there's a lot of conservative women and men in New York who are very family value. We came here legally. We can't let these people. I want someone who likes Italian ice. There used to be an Italian ice place by my parents' house called Pesos. It was run by an Israeli man, which he was a nice guy, but very good Italian ice. So good. Now I think it's owned by maybe some Chinese people or something. It's called Bella's now. And I've only been there once since then. I think it's still good, but I think it was extremely good before. It was very much... I think he imported the ice from Italy. It was very... delicious. Actually, how do you import the ice from? That's crazy. You can't like import ice cream from Italy. How long does that take? Well, I guess the flight is only whatever if you're flying it. Not putting it in a container ship. I don't know, man. Imagine chartering a whole flight just for Italian ice. That's crazy. Yeah, but it was good. But good thing he got out before the whole controversy happened. He got out before people started hating Israelis, which I'm sure people did before. All right, I'm trying to eat dinner every day now, guys. This is my new Year's resolution now. I'm trying to eat dinner every day. I don't think it's going to make me fatter. I think it's going to make me stronger. I think I'm having a lack of protein in my diet, and it's affecting my gains. So I'm trying to eat dinner every night. And I was thinking about actually bulking up. I was thinking, what if I gained weight and I got to like 200 pounds? I weigh 165 right now, so that's a lot of weight. That's a fucking lot of weight, guys. Maybe not 200, let's say 185, and then I cut down. So my goal is to get to like 175, let's say. I gain up to 185 or around there, and then I cut down. But the thing is, I have a wedding coming up, and I just got fitted for my suit. I'm a groomsman. I have to get my own suit, and that is my excuse now to not do this because I'm like I just got perfectly fitted. I can't lose or gain any weight. I can't. Which I could theoretically, but that's a lot of hassle. That's what being an adult is tough because it's a million things that just get in the way. You know what I mean? It's like I want to go on a diet, but fuck, I have a barbecue next week. Fuck, I'll do the diet after the barbecue. I'll do it after the barbecue. Oh, then I have a dinner with my. It's never ending, guys. It never ends, and it sucks. It really sucks. But you gotta stick to it. You gotta stick to it. And I think I'm gonna try. I think maybe I'll gain a little bit of weight eating dinner every night. I'm not eating a crazy dinner. It's just like a meat and vegetables. That's what it is. Meat and vegetables. I'm just trying to get more protein in my body. I think I'll just be good. I'll be a good amount of weight. I think I'll just be like... Because I'm skinny. I used to be 175. That's the heaviest I've ever weighed. When I first started making videos, that's what I was weighing. And I'm like 165. And I think I looked fine at 175. Some of you guys thought I was obese, which, that's because you guys are retarded. No offense. But yeah, I think I just would rather get up more. I would rather be a little bit more strong. I want a little bit more muscle. My belly, I don't care about it. My belly's fine. Just a little bit. I would like to bench 225. I think that's the goal. To bench 225, and I can do, I don't know, I don't even know what I can do right now. 205 was the most I think I've ever benched. So 20 more pounds of muscle lifting capabilities. I just got really tired all of a sudden. Holy shit. It's like a wave of exhaustion hit me. All right, we're going to talk about the Epstein list. I have such little water left in my cup, I have to sip it so slowly. Dude, I just got so exhausted. God damn, I had a bad night's sleep last night. No, it was pretty good. Dude, when I go to my parents' house, I sleep so bad because my bedroom is the hottest room in their house for some reason. And I'm the one that needs it to be the coldest. And it just doesn't work. Like, it just always is so fucking hot in there. And they bought a fan, but fan's not good for, like, sleeping. It dries your eyes out. I think maybe that's why I used to blink so much, because, like, when you have all this cold air blowing on you, it just, like, dries your pupil. You're like, oh, I can't. It dries your eyes out a lot. I'll wake up and I'm, like, blinking a million times. Like, this fan above me right now is drying my eyes out. I'm blinking a lot if you guys are looking at me. So it's not good. So, I don't really know what the solution is. I was thinking I can install my dad's electricity bill in the summer is $1,000 a month. For the whole house is $1,000 a month. And I'm like, what the that's insane. I don't know what it could be. Like, I don't know what. It's not from the AC, because he always is like, it's so much cheaper when you're around. And then he would show the bill and it was like $850 or something. Okay, it's $150 cheaper, which is still a lot cheaper, but also it's not that much. It's not like it's cut. It's not like I'm using $700 of AC. You know what I mean? I could get a window unit, but my parents' house doesn't have windows that open up. They open like out. I don't know what they're called. So I can't put a window unit in there. It sucks. It's complete bullshit. Window unit would be so great for my bedroom. Would save everyone so much money. Truly, it would cost honestly, it would cost like $50 a month to run. It would save them. But I also don't live there anymore, so if I were to move back there ever, which would mean I failed at my career, I could, but then I'd have to replace all the windows. It's just a crazy scheme. It's a wild scheme, anyway. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, we're talking about the Epstein list. Okay. Okay, apparently Trump, this is new breaking news. Trump wrote a letter to Jeffrey Epstein, a birthday fucking poem or some shit. I gotta read this thing. I gotta go. Trump, Epstein poem. Is it a poem? I'm calling it a poem. He wrote this thing for Epstein's birthday, and it's like, I don't know if I believe this. It's a birthday letter. Because it's like, why would Donald Trump write this? It was such a weird thing. Okay, a collection of letters gifted Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th birthday in 2003. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein was fucking old. Included a note bearing Donald's name and an outline of a naked woman. The drawing depicting a woman's breast and a Donald signature in place of pubic hair. Do we think, is Donald Trump... I'm never going to defend Donald Trump, but do I really think this businessman, tycoon, is sitting down drawing... He's like tongue out, drawing this naked woman, and then writing his name in this pubic hair? I mean, what is this scenario? It's a weird thing to do. And the letter concluded with, "Happy birthday, may every day be another wonderful secret." Yeah, what are these secret things? Donald Trump denied it. He said, "I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women. It's not my language, not my words." I kind of believe him. It's crazy to say. I never wrote a picture in my life. What does that mean? You've never tried to be an artist, Donald? You sick man. What a heartless man. He's never drawn a picture before. That's where I don't believe him, because I've never drawn a picture in my life. What do you can't just deny you can't, okay, that's his thing. But he probably did draw it, honestly. Changed my mind here. What else is the thing? I want to see the whole letter, though. President J.D. Vance weighed in the letter saying a complete and utter bullshit. Okay, cool. President Trump will be suing the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Mr. Murdoch shortly. All right, they're going to sue this shit. Everyone who knows Donald knows he doesn't type letters. He writes notes in big black Sharpie. Okay? This is not how Trump talks at all. I don't believe it. Okay, yeah, that's all his cronies saying that. You know, guys, I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean? What does the letter really change anything? It's a weird letter. He's like, it's like a letter like a girl would send her sorority sister. I love the little secret days we have. Here's a picture of you. A weird ass fucking letter. Let's see. Donald Trump letter content. It's a weird fuck. What is this birthday? What do rich people do, bro? What the fuck? Why do you become rich and you become the weirdest person on earth? All my rich friends are gonna send me letters in a leather-bound notebook with naked women pictures. What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck is that? Can I see the picture? They don't have it, I think. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. What a weird thing. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? What a weird fucking thing. What a weird thing, dude. The MAGA influencer Riley Gaines, who earlier this week ripped into Trump for attacking MAGA supporters as stupid and foolish for demanding more thing. Welcome Trump's call to release the grand jury testimony. At least it does seem like people are kind of turning on him a little bit. Like, hey, can you stop calling us stupid and release the damn files? We just want you to release it. We're not stupid, bro. You can't just shove this under the rug, bro. He's in some hot water, dude. The man is in some hot... He might be a pedophile, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I said I thought he wasn't a pedophile. He might be a fucking pedophile, dude. The man might be a pedophile. At least, I think at the very most, he's liking, like, 15-year-old girls. I think he could have dabbled in that. Not that. That's a horrible thing to say. Dabbled in that. Like it's a fucking extracurricular activity. No. This is just horrible. But it's the president of the United States, dude. Oh, my God. Why does every politician suck so badly? Oh, my God. Isn't Ghislaine Maxwell doing some shit? Ghislaine? Isn't the old Ghislaine herself? Didn't she, testifying or some shit? Didn't she have all this information? Why don't they kill her? It's all weird, bro. Jeffrey Epstein they kill, but they don't kill her? What is she... Does she not have the same information? Wouldn't she his lady on the side, his sidekick? I don't get this. Why can't she spill the beans? I don't understand. Do they have, her family hostage? I don't know. The fuck? It's some weird stuff. I don't know. I don't understand. This is all extremely weird. So, I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to be honest. I'm not an expert. I'm not a Jeffrey Epstein expert. A Jeff Epstein expert. I don't know, but it's tiring to talk about. And hopefully something happens soon so we don't have to keep doing this. Hopefully this is a picture of Donald's penis somewhere. His grotesque mushroom-shaped penis, as Stormy Daniels once called it. Doesn't he have blood clots now or some shit? He has some disease? I don't know, whatever. Guys, I don't really care. I don't care about your disease. Anywho, that's the end of the podcast, guys. That's the 51st episode of the Meat Sangria podcast. What if I just never make another episode after the next one? I'm kidding, I will. That'd be cool, though. That is the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. I don't even know what I'm doing this weekend. Nothing crazy, I don't think. Appreciate you all. Love you all. What else? What else can I give words of advice to you guys? What can Uncle Matthew tell you guys to do? Just stay positive. Stay cool. Some of you guys are not cool, so try to become cool. Otherwise, yeah. I'm about to faint. I don't know what it is.